There was a time when the rivers sang through our land, when the fish danced, and the trees leaned toward the banks just to hear Osun's laughter. But one day, the water stopped. The river beneath my feet went quiet. Not a ripple, not a breath. I touched it, but it pulled away, as if it had nothing left to give. The wind carried no song, only silence. I knew then she was gone. Osun, the goddess of love, fertility, and water, had disappeared. Before it happened, I remember how she stood among the gods, glowing, kind, wise. She warned them, spoke gently. She told them, "The people are growing restless. The land is calling for balance. Listen." But they didn't. Sango, with his thunderous pride, waved her off. Ogun, deep in his forge, did not lift his head. Even the others looked away, as if her softness meant she could wait. But a river does not wait. So Osun turned. She walked into the water, and the water followed her silence. Days passed, then weeks. Wells dried, crops failed. The laughter of children turned to cries. The drums in the village stopped. The river cracked open under the sun. I knelt by the river's edge every day, whispering prayers. But Osun did not speak. She had withdrawn beneath the surface, not out of anger, but because no one listened. The gods began to argue. Sango thundered across the sky, blaming Ogun. Ogun pounded iron, shouting that thunder cannot feed the land. The heavens shook from their quarrel, but nothing changed. Then Orunmila came, the god of wisdom. He did not shout. He walked into the silence and said, "No world can survive without water, no future without the womb of love." Only then did they understand. They had turned away from the one who gave life, and now the earth was showing them what that life meant. The gods gathered by the riverbank, not as rulers but as children. Sango lowered his axe. Ogun knelt in the dust. Even the skies grew quiet, and from the depth of silence she rose. Osun emerged from the water knot in anger, but with sorrow in her eyes. She looked at them and said only this: "To rule is not to speak loudest. It is to listen to what is soft." The river flowed again, slowly at first, like it was remembering how. The trees lifted their heads. The people sang again. And I, the young priestess, learned the greatest truth of all. A god may hold the skies. Another may shape iron. Another may wield fire. But it is the river that carries life. It is love that keeps the world whole. And it is silence that